Some stories spread quickly, whispered from one person to the next. But others remain hidden, quiet, buried in the dust of history, known only to the hearts that carried them. Today's story is one of those quiet miracles. A story of courage, small in appearance, but immense in what it protected. In the 1940s, when Nazi forces occupied Poland, the streets of Warsaw felt heavy and silent. Inside the Warsaw Ghetto, despair grew a little more each day. And walking through that world was a young nurse named Irena Sendler. To most people, and she was simply a kind woman who tended to wounds and offered comfort where she could. But inside her heart, she carried a secret mission to save the children. In the ghetto, every child lived under the shadow of death. Hunger, cold, disease, and the brutality of Nazi policies. Any one of them could end a life overnight. Irena couldn't look away. Using her nurse's permit to enter and exit the ghetto, she began guiding children out, one by one, in the quietest, most dangerous ways imaginable. Some were hidden inside medicine boxes. Some were covered on stretchers. Some were carried out on carts meant for the dead. Each moment risked her life. But Irena held on to one thought: I have to save them. Once the children reached safety, she gave them new identities, false names, false papers, and new homes with Polish families or in convents and orphanages. But she refused to let their true selves disappear. She wrote each child's real name and their new identity on small slips of paper, placed them inside glass jars, and buried them deep in the earth. 2,500 names. 2,500 lives. 2,500 futures. Those jars were more than records. They were hope, preserved underground. But secrets rarely stay hidden forever. In 1943, Irena was arrested by the Gestapo. They tortured her severely. Her legs and feet were broken, her body shattered. But she refused to speak. Not one child's name left her lips. Her silence saved 2,500 lives. And just before she was to be executed, the Polish underground bribed the guards and rescued her in the final moments. After the war, the jars she buried were dug from the ground. Years passed, and the children she saved, now adults with families of their own, came to find her. They said, "You saved my life." Irena shook her head. "I only did what had to be done. The real heroes are the ones who survived." For decades, her story remained largely unknown. History sometimes forgets the quietest acts of courage. But true stories eventually find their way back into the light. And Irena Sendler, once hidden from the world, is now honored as one of its great humanitarians. Her life reminds us that heroes are not distant or extraordinary. Sometimes, a hero is simply someone who chooses compassion over fear, who does the right thing even when no one is watching. Irena once said, "Saving the world always begins with small acts." And the echo of her words still reaches us today.